asked Coach Norvell about this earlier. Can you just talk about the fumble and the offside call and your perspective on it?
Yeah, the muff punt at the end of the half, obviously, a tough situation there for Weezy. He was calling for a fair catch. We major point of emphasis every time you're in that situation in terms of a fair catch is making sure not only with your arm action but also verbally communicating that, and then everybody on the field having the opportunity to echo that communication, because it can't just be on one guy. And Q didn't get it. He got knocked into where Weezy was, and it was an unfortunate situation, obviously, that became a critical play in the game.
Seemed like more pass rush opportunities this week than the last couple. How do you think the defense back did with those opportunities?
I thought you could feel some pressure show up. Obviously translated into, I think, 3 sacks with the front, but I think you did see more of an impact in terms of that. There's some quarterback hurries, balls having to come out. So hopefully we can continue to do a good job against the run. I think we went into halftime. I think they had negative yards rushing at halftime, and that puts us in a position where we have more opportunities to rush the passer. So we got to continue to be solid against the run and allow ourselves those opportunities, and when we have those opportunities, take advantage of them.
It seems like Newsie's getting more and more opportunities. Is he a guy that, because of his age and experience, maybe plays even better sometimes in games that he doesn't practice, or is that how he's been practicing?
No, he's been very consistent, through practice, and the game flow of that first game, just kind of some of the situations that showed up. He didn't get as many reps as I would have liked him to get going into it. But really, the last 2 games, he coming out in the 30s and 40s in terms of total play count. That's about where I would like everyone to be, really, to be honest with you. And I think he's going to continue to increase his role, because he does bring a veteran presence, but he also brings kind of a toughness and a leadership, and I think it's something that this defense needs and our football team would need.
Corey?
Not that it was his fault, but do you worry about a young freshman's confidence in catching punts when the second one of his career ends up happening like that? And should he have gone and gotten the last one in the final 2 minutes, or is that one where it's kind of iffy or stay away from? Like, how do you get confidence when somebody hasn't done it a lot?
Yeah, I think the only way that the confidence is created is through the reps in practice, and then the opportunities and experiences in the game. It's always that catch-22 with young players, and that you say, well, you don't feel comfortable playing someone because they don't have experience, but if you never give them an opportunity, how do they gain experience? And he's done a great job in practice. It does give us confidence of how it's going to translate in the game, and hopefully that is a great learning opportunity, because I think he has a great future ahead of him, not only as a returner but as a wide receiver. And I'm hoping that we look back at that moment and say, okay, it was a great learning opportunity for him and for our team, and we all get better from it, and he continues to grow as a player.
It seemed like it was more in this game, probably game plan wise, or could be my imagination, but it seemed like there were more plays where the ends were maybe dropping into coverage or looking to get passing lanes and things like that. How effective has that been, and how much better can they get at that?
Yeah, we're a multiple defense in terms of we'll have our 5-man coverage rush opportunities. We have also our fire zone world where ends are in coverage. And we usually go into the game with a pretty decent balance of how we will attack people in terms of that pressure. There are a couple third downs, I'm sure that you're thinking too, where we did use some of that fire zone coverage. 3 that I can think of off the top of my head, where Marvin was kind of the one dropping and almost got him to throw lanes, but really he was in coverage on the back. He just happened to be in that spot because the back stayed in the protection. But that's a part of the tools that we use defensively, and it can be very effective. Obviously, those 3 plays that I'm thinking about specifically, 2 of the 3 worked, but it wasn't for the lack of the pressure execution.
Anything else?
Is there, in terms of the rotation on the defensive line, some of the young guys have gotten some opportunities. As the year goes on, do you expect more of those guys to earn opportunities to get in the rotation, or what you guys have gone with pretty much gonna be it?
Well, I mean, with every game week, we go into it with the mindset of, well, what do we gotta do to put ourselves in the best position to be successful? And, in some cases, it could be giving guys opportunities, in other cases, it's staying with some of the guys that you've been with. You know, but it's gonna be obviously always week to week in terms of just putting guys in the best position to give you a chance to be successful and win the game that day.
Corey?
As you move forward with your coaching career, how much is somebody like Fitzgerald's journey something you'll always be able to tell guys that you're coaching? Because where he was a year and a half ago to what he is now, I assume is a great teaching point for everybody you come across.
There's no question about it. I mean, I think one of the great things about sports in general is the ability to go out and compete, and when things don't go the way that you intend them to go, to have the perseverance, the persistence, the mental toughness to continue to work. And that's all Ryan did. You know, there was a lot of noise around him 2 years ago right now, and all he did was keep working. And through that work, continue to gain confidence and now become, in my opinion, maybe the best kicker in the country. And that's come through a lot of hard work, a lot of perseverance, and a lot of toughness. But it's also a great lesson for everybody in every aspect of their life. People are gonna have their valleys and their low moments. It's the response in those moments, and heck, you could use that same metaphor for where we are as a football team right now. Like, you're gonna have those times that you're going through things that are tough. It's how you respond to them and how you continue to work, and that mindset that's gonna allow you to come out of it.
Anything else for JP?